Hi guys, this is Mrs. Davis. I hope you're doing okay today. This is a little switch up. I am not there today, but I don't want to miss a day of teaching you guys. We just can't take a break, no matter how much you want to. So I am on my trip to Iceland trying to see the Northern Lights, and I've made videos for you so that you can take notes and fill out your note sheets and do your homework just like I was there. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing, let's do a little warm-up. It's sort of like a warm-up to teach you why we're doing what we're doing. I want you to take this function, f of x equals x squared, x cubed plus x squared minus 4x plus 41. And use synthetic division to divide by x plus 4. And make a note, I really care about what the remainder is. And when you get that done, on the same sheet of paper, just take the same function and evaluate it for f of negative 4. So you would say negative 4 quantity cubed plus negative 4 squared, etc., etc., etc. And note what your answer is for that. And then play the video again, start it up again, and I'll finish up my little idea here. Okay, so what you should have gotten was 9 for the remainder and also 9 for f of negative 4. And so this tells us what we're going to learn is the remainder theorem, is that if you want to evaluate a function at a certain number, you can do synthetic division with the polynomial and this number that you want to evaluate it at. So that's called the remainder theorem. Okay, and so in your notes, get out your note sheets and make sure these are all filled out because I'll be checking when I get back. Okay, so, let's see. So the remainder theorem says if a polynomial f of x is divided by x minus c, then the remainder is f of c. So if you divide it by this c, notice this is a negative right here, you should get what it is at c. And it has a name, this process that we use. It's called synthetic substitution. So it's really a shortcut for finding f of c. F of c, c can be anything. And so let's try a few, and I think it'll make sense to you. So the first one in your notes is this polynomial right here. And we want to know, it gives you c is negative 3. So we want to know f of negative 3, actually. You know, it's saying f of c, and c equals negative 3. So that's really just saying what is f of negative 3. So let's synthetically divide that. We're going to put negative 3 up here in our box. And then let's make sure we don't miss any terms. It would be 1, 8, 12, negative 7, negative 14. There were no missing terms, so we don't need any zeros. Okay, we're going to do synthetic division. You bring that guy down, 1. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 8 is 5. Do it again. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Negative 15 plus 12 is negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. 9 plus negative 7 is 2. 2 plus negative 3 is negative 6. And so I get negative 20. Right? And so there's your remainder. So that means f of negative 3 is equal to 20. So it's just easier than going, negative 3 to the 4th power plus 8 times negative 3 to the 3rd power, etc., etc., etc. If you're good at synthetic division, and I'm sure you are, this is much faster than doing it this way. All right, so remember it's called synthetic substitution. So let's do one more together, and then I'll have a few done out. Here is your function, and it wants c is 1, so it's really saying what is f of 1. So let's do a 1 and 3. We're looking for missing terms. It looks like they're all there. 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, negative 3. All right, so this is a big one. Bring the 3 down. Just make sure I don't make a mistake, you guys. That would be 9. 9 here. That's 12. 12, that's 14. So 14, and that would be 11. And so that's correct. F of 1 is equal to 11. So very cool, very fast, didn't take long at all. Look at number 5. I've kind of already done that one, so you do it in your notes, okay? So it's wanting it at -5. It wants f of -5. This time, though, I think there's a missing term. This is a 4, 3, 2, 1, but there's no 0. There's no constant term. So you have to put a 0 at the end. So you put 1, 5, -19, -23, and don't forget the 0. So if you do synthetic division, you will get -360. So make sure you get what I got. Do that by yourself in your notes. Just stop the video and work it out. Okay, the next one, if you will just try this one on your own and then check back here on the video. So stop the video and come back, f of -2, and this time we have a missing square term. We have a 4, a 3, but we're missing a square. So when we do our little synthetic thing, we have to do 2, 4, 0, 2, -1. And you should get f of -2 equals -5. Next, okay, we're missing the constant term I can see on here. So it's 8, 5, and then 0, because we don't have the constant, and then -1. These numbers are bigger, so, you know, part of me doesn't know what would be better. Okay, don't know where I stopped. I had to pause for a second. But if you do this one, let's see. Oh, I was talking about bigger numbers. So like if you do 8 times 7 cubed, well, I don't really know 7 cubed. I'm supposed to. I think I'll try to remember what it is. But anyway, I still think maybe synthetic is faster. Okay, let's keep going. Number 8 on your notes. Make sure you get the signs. You have a 5, a 4, a 3. You're missing the square term, so you need a 0 there. And then you have a -1 and 8. So all that there, and you're going to do it by 4. You should get -124. So f of 4 is -124. Again, you should have these all in your notes. Do them and make sure you're getting what I got. All right, and we're going to go to word problems now, but it's the same thing. It's just going, hey, here's a function for the number of tickets sold during each game, where X is the number of the game. And so they want to know how many tickets were sold during the 7th game. And so you're really looking for f of 7. And here's the function. And so we just use synthetic division again because it's going to be faster. 1, -14, +72, +68. And you see, you should get 229 tickets. And then the next one. Okay, so this is a function for how far someone travels in how many feet. Notice they give you units. That a person travels on a snowboard per second, where t is in seconds. And it wants to know how many feet did they go after 1 minute. Well, 1 minute, we can't use 1. Since this was in seconds, time was in seconds, we have to change that to 60 seconds. So really, we're looking for f of 60. Don't worry about the 0.6. It comes out right away because we're going to multiply those two together. So you have 0.6, 10, and then you didn't have a constant term, so you need the 0 there. And, okay, doing the synthetic, bring down the 0.6. 0.6 times 60 is 36. 46. 46 times 60, here's me doing the math over here. You get 2,760. So you ended up with 2,760 feet. That's how far he went in 60 seconds. All right, so this is the end of the very first part of the lesson today. I made shorter videos so they could upload easier. So go to video number 2 now.